How's it going, everybody? My name is Jimmy Rody, and welcome to Reality. This week's theme is back to school. So some of you guys are either A, already back into school, which, I don't have to go to school anymore. I'm done with college. Yeah, it's not that big a deal, actually. I kind of miss going to college, actually. I'm not gonna lie, it was an interesting time because the environment and stuff like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, though. I never liked going to school, actually, just because it wasn't for me. Because one, it was just, I had to juggle a lot of things. At the time, though, I was in college, I was working a nighttime well, not a nighttime shift, but I was working a restaurant. I worked from the hours I worked on paper-wise are from 5 to 10 p.m., which is okay. And most of my school stuff is in the morning. However, the little fine print that you don't understand is that you have to wait until everyone goes home from everyone leaves from the restaurant. You can't tell people all right, get out of here kind of deal. So some nights I would stay there at 3 in the morning. Oh, I don't miss that at all. So yeah. And also, I think I also didn't mention though too, is you guys' timers are going down, especially for those who are still in vacation mode. So my little tip though for you guys, especially if you guys are either going into high school or you're starting off doing college, I gotta say is that take your time. I mean, don't take too much time, but do take your time trying to learn everything. And I would actually advise you guys to take a lot of notes. And if you guys could, because in college-wise, you're basically paying to go to school. Basically, I mean, I went to a community college, which is a 2-year school. So some of you guys who don't know, and it was really super cheap actually for me, because I didn't get any scholarships. Well, I could have applied for scholarships, but I didn't really do it per se. But I only really kind of spent, I think the entire time I was there, I think I probably spent at least $3,000, at least, and that's for, classes, books, and stuff like that. And, yeah, I would advise you, if you're going to college, or if you are planning to go into college, I advise you guys to go the cheap route as possible, unless you can get scholarships. If you can get academic scholarships, or even if it's an athletic scholarship, do it. And dude, look up scholarships online, because if you are a junior right now in high school, look for it. Look for scholarships, because there's going to be so many freaking scholarships you can find, which I think College Advisory kind of told me that there was a website that you can practically find a scholarship for anything, like for having blue eyes, having I think actually one was the most interesting one that I thought it was funny, but it was you having a pet goat. Literally, if you look it up, there are some really crazy scholarships that is basically free money for you guys. So that's my big advice if you're going to college, if you're planning on going to college. If this is your first year in high school or something like that, be advised, it gets pretty crazy. I remember, well, it probably won't get as crazy as my high school years. Well, then again, too, my high school experience wasn't too crazy, but it was crazy enough. I mean, I went to a place called Omaha North, which is it's a high school. It's and it's not in a rough part of town, but it's in a fine line of, it's in a safe area, but also close to a really ghetto area. So yeah, so we also we get locked down a lot. We get locked down a lot because of shootings and stuff like that. That is around the area, not inside the building, actually. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. All I gotta tell you guys, though, is that you guys try to do your best. Do your absolute best. Because if you give it 100% your chance, And whether if it's a C or a B or whatever, then that's fine. If it's an A, that's fantastic. But if you try your best, then yeah. And I also gotta probably say, instead of just trying also your best as well, I would recommend study a lot. Like, basically, as soon as you get home, I advise you guys to do at least probably about an hour or 2 hours of studying. That's my generic tip, because it's going to help you out in the long run, especially for college students, actually, because in college-wise, you have to basically study the same or more amount of hours that you're going into school for, which I remember going into school, I think I took like 7 hours, which technically is considered full-time student, and I worked as a part-time employee, and I had to put the same amount of hours. And dude, I worked like almost 6 days a week, going to school every single day. Oh, that was a mess, because I barely did not get any sleep, dude. Like I spent a lot of overnights too. Like, seriously, like the weekends, I just slept most of the day, because some part of the weeks I would not sleep. I would not sleep at all. I would literally have no life outside from classes and then studying. Yeah. So yeah, that's my advice. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Stay in school. Be safe. Don't do anything stupid. Be beautiful. How long can I keep this going? I don't know. I might end this right now.